We have just 48 hours in Bryce Canyon National Park, situated at the top of the Grand Staircase. With miles of trails, many diverse ecosystems, and unexpected weather, we're attempting to experience the top can't-miss activities and learn what makes this national park like none other on the planet. We are kicking off our 48 hours early. Good morning. Good morning, Ollie. Since Bryce Canyon is a dark sky zone, Jennifer convinced the group to leave the campground at 3:10 a.m., essentially the night before, to head to Inspiration Point for some night photography. And holy cow, isn't the Milky Way incredible? Leave us a comment below if you'd wake up at 3 a.m. for this. The Milky Way was absolutely incredible. And now we're driving a few minutes to our sunrise spot. Good morning.
Good morning. We've already been up for like 3 hours. Don't give me that.
It's hard picking one spot because every spot looks amazing. Wow. Sunrise is absolutely incredible here. We're seeing the first glimpses of the Hoodoos. Can't imagine a better way to start the day.
Just the color variation, the different hues between like white to like orange, it looks like popsicles, like that orange creamsicle kind of popsicles. So beautiful. Watching the sunrise over the Hoodoos at sunset point was phenomenal. You get to see the changing colors of the Hoodoos, and they have this, it kind of looked a little bit more orange, and now it's looking more like a creamy orange, like a creamsicle, but it is so pretty. And this like orange and white play with the green, you have that contrasting colors. It's beautiful.
Worth waking up at.
Worth waking up for, definitely, definitely.
Now time to fuel up for our hikes.
Yeah, I've been making these breakfast burritos and basically meal prepping them, wrapping them in parchment and then freezing them. So then 2 days ago I take it out of the freezer, put it in the oven, heat it up, and now we have a delicious hot breakfast.
Let's get down into the Hoodoos. For our first hike of the day, we are doing the Figure 8 Loop, which is basically a bunch of different trails all together. We got the Navajo, we got the Queen's Garden, and Peekaboo. 6.5 miles, so it should take us down into the Hoodoos. So I can't wait. This is the highest concentration of Hoodoos in the world. Hoodoos are found globally, all over, but not like here. And I can't wait to go see and get a closer look. But first, let's introduce the crew. Today we are joined by Adam and Catherine! And we're also joined by Katie and Joe!
Hi, I'm Katie and this is Joe.
This time of day with the light kind of like interspersing the trail, a lot of it's shaded and then some of it's lit. It kind of just highlights features. Spending 48 hours, I feel like you need to spend every hour because you get a different view. Every little bit. There's always something new on this trail.
Yeah.
This trail is not easy. It's not like difficult, but we're at a really high elevation right now. And it's just up and down and up and down.
Yeah.
So we're feeling it.
If you didn't know, Bryce Canyon National Park is around like 8,000 feet of elevation. So it's pretty high.
think one of the funnest things about traveling with other creators is that we're all kind of like doing the same thing. So we're all looking for like the best angles, trying to keep the story going, keep it interesting. And Adam and Catherine and Katie and Joe both do a really good job. So if you're not already subscribed to them, make sure you check them out. We're in the third and final section of our figure eight loop, which is the Queen's Garden. So far it's been relatively flat. We're pretty low in the amphitheater and just surrounded by all this vegetation. It's really nice. But we're all kind of fading a little bit. We've been out hiking for 4.5 hours and up many hours before that. So yeah, we have our eyes on the prize for something really delicious coming up next. Oh, cool.
Cool.
Oh. Just kidding. This one's a short one.
Got a duck. Oh. These are so cool. This definitely makes this trail unique. How fun.
I feel like this trail is kind of like an adventure. It's beautiful and it's adventurous.
After a long 5.5 hours of hiking,
we did it!
We did it!
Now,
all right,
time for a treat.
Almost there!
There's not been a time that I've been more excited to eat pizza.
And it smells like espresso too.
Yes!
Let's go. We haven't been to many national parks yet, but this is a first pizza, highly rated pizza at that, in a national park. Let's dive in. This reminds me of Chuck E. Cheese pizza, which I love. Tastes even better because we've been up for over 12 hours and we hiked 7.5 miles.
Time to dig in.
Let's dig in.
I need a wheelchair. I'm so exhausted.
We've come to the north side of the park for another hike today. We're doing the Mossy Cave trek. It's a short one, it's less than a mile. It should lead us somewhere we haven't seen yet in the other side of the park. Let's go check it out.
Head for the sun, follow your footsteps, edge of the world, right to your doorstep home. Anywhere you wanna go, beyond the stars, out where the sun sets, we'll find the light, and we'll keep it our secret.
This trail is unexpectedly really beautiful. We've gone over 2 bridges, which has been a lot of fun. It's always fun to have a little something different on the trail. And then going over the second bridge, we've just spotted the waterfall and it is rushing. So it is just so interesting to see in this very dry and arid environment, water.
This waterfall is so much bigger than I expected. It's like a raging torrent. You can probably barely hear me over the waterfall behind me, but it's pretty cool. And this is actually man-made. So when the Mormons initially settled Bryce Canyon, it was named after a guy named Ebenezer Bryce, and this was nicknamed Bryce Canyon, even though it's not a canyon. Long story short, they built this ditch to help irrigate the farms around the area. so part of this water comes from a man-made source. Kind of cool and interesting in a lot of ways. Now this trail has like a T. Let's go to the other side of the T and see the, hopefully, Mossy Cave section. We have the namesake of the trail, the Mossy Cave. This reminds me a lot of the kind of caves and arches that we just saw in Zion National Park. A little bit less grand and dramatic, but still pretty cool. In the winter, this place fills up with icicles, so maybe 48 hours isn't enough. Have to come back. For our final activity today, we are back at the junction between the sunrise point and the sunset point, and I'm gonna do the only dog trail with Ollie. Yay! Oh, we're gonna see hopefully an incredible sunset tonight. It's looking beautiful so far. I think I could come to this park a million times and I wouldn't get over this view. Bryce's amphitheater.
Yeah, but is it the same principle?
Look at the Hoodoos.
Wow.
Not too close.
Our first 24 hours, well, almost 24 hours in Bryce Canyon National Park have been phenomenal. One to remember.
We're gonna head out of the park to our campsite and we'll see you in the morning. Time to hike. We can already tell that this trail lives up to its expectations. We've seen one person so far, and at this time yesterday, the sunrise, sunset, Bryce amphitheater area was crowded. Already big tour buses coming in, and we have this pretty much all to ourselves so far.
Yeah. Turning around some of the corners as you're descending into the Hoodoos is just like breathtaking. As you decline, you get closer and closer to the Hoodoos, and you just feel like their scale and how large they are, and also the variety of the Hoodoos. None of them are the same, and so like each and every hoodoo is different, giving you so much variety to look at. It's very visually stimulating, very pretty.
Right on the side of the trail there is this really cool hoodoo. It's got a hole right through it, and then you can kind of see another hole forming right here, and a bunch of cracks throughout it, along with like a flat top. Very unique formation, and if you didn't know, the way these were formed is pretty incredible. It's just over so many years. Basically, it's the expansion and contraction of ice. And so a little water will get in, it'll freeze, so it'll get a little bigger, and then it'll melt, so that'll have like a little bit of a gap, and then the next rain or something will wash away that rock. Rinse and repeat over millions of years. This area of Utah at the top of the Grand Staircase is 50 million years old, which is super old, but relatively new compared to some of the other stuff we saw recently in Zion and
the Grand Canyon, which is billions.
The Grand Canyon, with the rock in the Grand Canyon is 1.6 billion. So pretty wild. The trail has led us to this narrow, windy path at the top of this ridge, and it really makes you wonder, because this seems like it's the end of the life cycle of the hoodoos, because off to the sides of the trail is just sand going to the side. So maybe thousands or millions of years ago, these were hoodoos here. And it kind of just puts the whole park into perspective, that it's not just the Thor or the super iconic hoodoos that make it special. It's the various diversity of the hoodoos and the entire life cycle of this place that's unique on Earth.
We are about halfway done with our hike, and we are stopping for lunch. And we have a great viewpoint today of Tower Bridge behind us.
That was a fantastic lunch spot. We're kind of getting chilly again now that we've stopped moving, but let's continue the trail. We have about half left.
And unfortunately, since we're leaving the amphitheater, it's mainly uphill.
Good morning.
We've made it up the majority of the incline. We've made it to the rim. So if we keep going that way, that's to Sunrise Point, which is where we were yesterday. We're gonna take a right, which will head us back to Summit. And we still have 2.5 miles, so it's still some incline. But just look at this. The grand expanse of Bryce Canyon National Park unfolds around us every single turn. Higher you get, the more pretty it is, but also like the lower you get, the more pretty. It's just pretty.
The parking lot!
The parking lot! Yes!
We made it
Oh.
to the parking lot.
She saw us.
Hi! Hi! Hi, babe!
I will never get over this.
Hi!
Get a kiss?
Kisses! Okay.
Oh wow,
Oh.
got some tongue in that one. We just did a quick refuel with some leftover chicken, spinach, and mushroom enchiladas and some coffee. Now it's time to drive to the other side of the park. Let's see the Scenic Drive. There is one thing I am on the lookout for. I hope we see him. Prairie dogs. Utah prairie dogs, endangered species. And I've never seen a prairie dog before. So that would just make my day. What's a Scenic Drive without some good music?
Probably a boring scenic drive.
You can pack your bags, cause we're headed on vacation. Throw 'em in the back, on to our destination. Don't forget your toothbrush, and you don't need no
There's a prairie dog! It was just sticking its head out! Okay, we just saw a prairie dog. Ollie went nuts. She's like jumping on my lap, about to jump out the car. I'm trying to get the camera out to film it, but we saw it. And I'm trying to see another one, and I'm trying not to lose my cool.
You can pack your bags, cause we're headed on vacation. Throw 'em in the back, on to our destination. Don't forget your tooth.
First pit stop, Sheep's Creek Swamp Canyon.
Headed on a road trip, let's go, let's go. washing every town we dip on past. You're in charge of the tunes, just skip the ones that make the time just fly on by, by.
The next stop on our scenic drive is Fairview Point and Piracy Point. Let's check them out.
I think we'll make a destination.
All right, we are at the tip top, and this is also going to be the starting location of our final trail in the park.
Yay!
Yeah, bittersweet.
I think it's snowing.
Oh yeah, it's snowing. Yep, it's definitely snowing.
This is awesome! Very little snow here. Yeah! Ollie, come here. Is there snow in your fur? Oh my goodness, you're speckled white. Wow, it's coming down.
I still can't believe it's snowing. But for our last trail in Bryce Canyon National Park, we are doing the Bristlecone Pine Loop. And this is a 1 mile loop, relatively easy trail. But whenever we first arrived into the park, we asked the ranger that we spoke with, Ranger Ann, what's your favorite trail in the park? And she said this trail right here. So of course, we have to go to a ranger's favorite trail. My gosh. Holy cow.
Okay, I swear we've seen snow before, but I don't know, it just brings out like the little kid in us. Yeah, I feel like it's like, where are we? I don't know, but it's snowing. But this trail is really cool. These bristlecone pines in this trail are upwards of 1,600 years old. They're old. I feel like one of the reasons why we were so excited to do this trail was for the views. Obviously, with our unexpected snowstorm, this wasn't on the forecast by the way, this is definitely unexpected. The views are kind of limited. But from here, we're at the top of the grand staircase. What that means is on a clear blue sky day, you can see all the way to the Grand Canyon, which is the bottom of the grand staircase. Absolutely insane. The scale of that is just unbelievable. And you can normally see that on a really nice day, but not today. That's okay. You know, you can't do everything in 48 hours. You have to pick and choose, and sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate it, but it gives you something else magical instead.
Finally figured it out. We've been kind of struggling figuring out which is a bristlecone pine. I'm so grateful that there's signage.
Wow.
That's a very pretty tree.
It really is. And
Yeah.
Historical. Wow. Now that we've officially seen a bristlecone pine, we've seen the views, we've gotten unexpected snow, which has been magical. We're gonna head back to the van, so we'll see you back there.
That trail was awesome, and I think the snow really made it. Now, we were originally planning to go and watch the sunset tonight, specifically from Bryce Point, because that's supposed to have some really beautiful views of the surrounding Hoodoos and this valley, all filled in orange. However, because it is so cold and it is so overcast with the weather, we're choosing to head back to camp.
Pivoting.
Pivoting. We're pivoting. All right, this is home sweet home for tonight. Home is where you park it. That's definitely true for tonight. We have some friends. We have Adam and Catherine behind us, and we have Katie and Joe on their way. They'll be here in a few minutes. So we have company, which is really enjoyable.
To finish our time here in Bryce Canyon, Jennifer whipped up a new recipe for us, and it smells amazing. We have a roasted pork tenderloin and roasted vegetables. We got some Brussels sprouts, some potatoes, and some carrots. And we're gonna enjoy it with our friends at the campfire. What better way to spend time in a national park, hike all day, and then have some community at night.
She's like, oh, I want a marshmallow. One marshmallow. Ooh, not the chocolate.
Next week we are heading to Capitol Reef National Park, so make sure you stay subscribed to see that.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.